Good morning, dear students. One of the most endangered species on earth is tiger. Leslie Norris, the poet of a poem, A Tiger in the Zoo, brings the agony and helplessness of a caged tiger, and also he contrasts it in its natural habitats. Dear students, let us move on directly to the poem. Please take your book, First Flight, turn to page number 28 and 29. Please jot down the notes in your book with pencil that I am going to explain to you. The first stanza. He stalks in his vivid stripes, the few steps of his cage on pads of velvet quiet, in his quiet rage. The meaning of the word stalk: to walk in an angry way. Vivid stripes, long narrow line on the body of a tiger. Quiet rage. Dear students, the meaning of the word rage is full of anger, the core of wrath. Okay, students, the first stanza tells you about the tiger in its cage. The tiger takes a few steps in the cage and walks in an angry way with its vivid stripes on its body, quietly and also in his quiet rage. Dear students, quiet rage. The word quiet and the word rage, these two words contrast each other. Quiet means silence, rage means the core of wrath. So here it comes, the tiger walks slowly in quiet rage. That means the tiger walks with full of anger, but it keeps quiet because of helplessness. That's all about the first stanza, my dear students. So the first stanza tells you about a tiger in its cage. Okay, let us move on to the second stanza. He should be lurking in shadow, sliding through long grass near the water hole where plump deer pass. The meaning of the word lurking: lying hidden to attack. Sliding means moving very slowly. Okay. The tiger lies hidden and slides. That means moves very slowly through the long grass near the water hole, waiting for a fat deer to pass in order to attack. That's all about the second stanza. The second stanza tells you about a tiger in its natural habitat. Okay, students, let us move on to the third stanza. He should be snarling around the houses at the jungle's edge, baring his white fangs, his claws, terrorizing the village. Dear students, the meaning of the word snarling is growling that way. The meaning of the word snarling is growling. Okay. Fangs, long sharp teeth. Baring means showing. Claws, curved nail. Dear students, suppose the tiger is not able to find any prey in its natural habitat, absolutely it would come nearby the houses in order to find its prey. This is the exact meaning of the third stanza. He should be snarling around the houses. Okay, the tiger is growling around the houses because it fails to find any prey. It also shows its long sharp teeth and curved nail in order to terrorize the village people to find its prey. This is about the third stanza, my dear students. Let us move on to the fourth stanza. But he is locked in a concrete cell, his length behind bars, stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitors. The entire strength of the tiger is locked in a concrete cell, and also it is hidden behind the bars. Stalking, that means moving the length of his cage. It moves slowly to and fro of the cage. Suppose the visitors come to visit the tigers. The tigers, suppose the visitors come to visit the tiger is bound to ignore the visitors. It could do nothing, and all its strength is hidden in a concrete cell behind the bars. All it could do is moving gradually to and fro of a cage. This is about the fourth stanza. Okay, let us move on to the fifth stanza. That is the last stanza. He hears the last voice at night, the patrolling cars, and stares with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. The tiger has spent the entire day in a cage and it could do nothing. Therefore, when the night falls, what it could do? It could listen to the voice or the sound or the noise of a patrolling cars which come around the street. Finally, it looks at the brilliant stars with his brilliant eyes. Why does the tiger look at the brilliant stars with his brilliant eyes? Because it could do nothing. Therefore, it looks at the brilliant stars with its brilliant eyes. That's all about this poem. It has 5 stanzas, and the poem A Tiger in the Zoo by Leslie Norris tells you about a tiger in its natural habitat and a tiger in the cage. Okay, dear students, shall we see some of the poetic devices in this poem? I hope you already know what personification is. Right? The tiger is personified because the poet refers him as he. The traits of a human being is compared with the traits of a tiger. Therefore, it has been personified, personification. Metaphor, you already know. Tiger's paws are compared with velvets. Okay. Then imagery. Here, what does imagery mean? When a poet tries to explain something through the image, it becomes imagery. Okay. What does the poet try to convey the message through this poem? With the help of the imagery. That is, the poet tries to create an image about a tiger with its vivid stripes and its few steps. Okay, students. Next comes alliteration. Use of same sounds in the beginning of words. right? Stalks, stripes. Okay. Assonance, that also you are very familiar with. Use of vowel sound in the beginning of words or in the middle of words. Okay. In his vivid, E sound is repeated. In his vivid stripes. Okay. Next comes oxymoron. Oxymoron, I have already told you in the first stanza, quiet rage. The rage is core of wrath, core of anger. The meaning of the word quiet is silent. How come silent anger? When you become angry, definitely you will be shouting. But how come you will become quiet angry? It is a contradicting view. Therefore, it is oxymoron. When the two words are contradicted each other, that is called oxymoron, quiet rage. We can say one more example, true lie. True lie. Okay, dear students. Onomatopoeia is using of words which denote sound. Snarling. Okay. The sounds which the animals make are all sounds, so called onomatopoeia. Here I have given a short summary of the poem. If you want or if you wish, you can go through this summary of the poem. Okay, children. Moreover, I have framed questions for you in the form of PDF. Please do read the poem again with the help of my explanation and go through the questions, write elaborative answers for the questions which is in the form of PDF. Thank you, dear students.